Hello and welcome to Sustainability Matters. I'm Agatha Afemike, your host. On this show, we delve into latest developments and innovative solutions in sustainability. Each episode will bring you expert insights, impactful stories, and practical tips to help you make a difference. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. So do you want to do a little introduction? I know you are a student at LASU. Are you still a student there?
Yes.
Okay. I know you're a student at LASU and that you own the Lima Adejoke Foundation, but do you want to go in depth and introduce yourself and what you do, especially as regards your foundation, starting the Clean-A-Thon? Just give us a brief overview of what you do.
Okay, so let me start by introducing myself. My name is Alima Sodiq, a 2011 student of the Lagos State University, Political Science Department. So I'm the founder of the Lima Adejoke Foundation. So basically what we do in the Lima Adejoke Foundation, we do advocacy on environmental sustainability, and we come up with activities like cleanup activities and sensitization. So just brief it that way.
Awesome. I thought you would give more of an introduction because you're doing a lot in this space, and then coming up with the idea of a cleanathon is not a small deal. I don't think I will sit down one day and say, okay, I want to go and clean for 10 hours. That would not come to mind. So can you give us a brief overview of what led to you deciding to do the cleanathon? What inspired it? Was there an event that led up to the fact that, okay, this is something I should do?
Okay. So let me start by what actually led to the foundation itself. Okay, because my kind of person, I'm just an indoor person that I don't really go out. I don't mingle with people. So there is this program which is organized by the Ministry of Youth and Social Development in Lagos State. They call it the Ibile Academy. It's a leadership platform whereby youth across Lagos State are involved. They get to be trained on leadership skills and volunteering skills. So I got to hear about the program from one of my boss. He gave me the form, so I get to register for the program, and I went ahead for the program. It's a 1 week program, so throughout the program, I get to meet different people. Like I said, I don't go out, I don't mingle with people. So I get to meet different people. We're able to, connect, network. And throughout the 1 week, I learned about volunteering. I thought that was my first time of being hearing about volunteering because as at then, I wasn't in school then. That was 2021 or 2022 or so. So I learned a lot about volunteering, and I felt like I think I should go into volunteering because I learned about the importance and the usefulness of volunteering. So I decided to go into volunteering, and I joined some organizations. I started being a volunteer and like that. So when I got to LASU, I decided to start my own foundation. And I started this foundation literally last year. That was December. Let me put it this year, January, but around December, January 2024. So I started the Manager Foundation. But before going into the Manager Foundation, I have a lot of people doing different things. I have my friends that are public speaking, they do, they have different organizations. So I felt I don't want to do what other people are doing. How about if I'm not good at it? So I looked at myself like, what is that thing that I'm fitting that I can do better? So I looked at the 17, SDG goals, and I felt like I think this climate action is my thing, like because normally I don't stay with my parents, I stay with my uncle. And when you stay with your uncle or your auntie, whatever that is being imposed on you, just have to do it. And my uncle has a very big house, like on every daily basis, you have to sweep to keep everywhere tidy, make everywhere look good. So I'm the type I love working like let's just keep everywhere clean, let's keep everywhere tidy because I'm used to it. I do it on a daily basis. So I think this LTG 13 is good for me, it's best for me. So I decided to go into climate action. Like practically I am good at it, but I don't really have in-depth knowledge because after my freelance, a lot of people sees me like a pro, but then I am new to it. But when you talk about practically, yes, I think I am good. So that was how I go into the Limajoke. That was how I started the Limajoke Foundation. I chose as 13. So I started Limajoke Foundation where I do cleanup activities. And I started my team with my friends. We were just 5 in numbers. So my first cleanup, I have just 5 people on ground. And that the very day that I was having my first cleanup, I have just my 5 team. I think we're never up to 5 because being a new something, people will not like turn up like something that has been going for a very long time. So I had just 4 people on ground. So I just look for 2 guys around my areas making stress. So we went for the cleanup. Like after the camp, I don't really feel good about it because there was no turn up. Even after publicizing for about months, still there is no turn up. I just like 6 people on ground. But we did, and to God be the glory, it was successful. And so after that, I thought of this thing. It is something that we need to get everybody involved because everybody use waste, and believe me, most people dump their waste improperly. So we just need to get everybody involved. But when you talk to people about this, they feel like is the government paying me? Abi, when did I become lawyer? Oga abeg leave me. So I feel like how can I make a difference? We have a lot of people doing this thing. Yes, we have a lot of NGOs focusing on sustainability. But how do I make a difference? Because my kind of person, I always like to to do something in a different way. That's why I see most of my if you check my Instagram account, you see most of my advocacy. I do it speaking Yoruba. I don't speak English because I just want to do something different. So I felt, what difference can I do? People have been coming up with different ideas, but I think this clean-a-thon it's something that I think I've not seen anybody doing this in this space. So I felt like, so I talked to my team like, I think we should come up with this clean-a-thon stuff. And they were like, this thing is not easy. Oh. To take a lot of money, strength, everything, mentally, physically, and I was like, don't worry, we'll do it. So we started I think we started planning as of February. So we started the plan, we we're putting things together, we met different people for support, and actually we didn't even get the support. Yes. Let me even say I did a lot of things with my savings. Yes, I used my savings. We didn't get support. Because most people maybe they felt like, when did we start? I want to do this kind of big stuff.
Yeah.
So we did I didn't remember my savings. It was my savings, and my brother supported me though.
Yeah.
So I felt so bad about that because I actually want to back out, but then I felt, this thing that I've been publicizing. A lot of people usually want to like people are waiting for me like, what is it? What is she want to do? Clean-a-thon.
Mhm.
Okay, you heard
Mhm.
about cook-a-thon, blah blah blah, but this clean-a-thon. People
Right.
really want to see, like, a lot of people have started like engaging me like, Lima, this is your stuff. We are waiting. We can't even wait for you to have it. So I like, will I not back up because I'm not getting the support? The sponsors are not turning up. But I can't. I just have to. I went ahead. I did, and it was challenging because
Yeah.
at some point, when I started the clean-a-thon, at some point I felt so weak, and there was nothing like first aid. There was nothing like maybe like nurse or anybody on ground. I was just like
Right.
I just put everything to go, like, just see me through, just see me
Yeah.
through. And to God be the glory, we did, but it was challenging. Yes, it was
Mhm.
challenging. The
Mhm.
planning and everything.
Well done, Lima. I'm actually very enthused about the fact that you're a student, you're young, and then you've seen an opportunity to make a difference. And you did not even start small. You started with something as big as a 10-hour cleanathon. That's huge because what a way you're saying you're new to it, but starting with something that big is a good way to enter into the market. So what was your major challenge with organizing this event? Because I know you've mentioned that you looked for support, but none of them came through. So would you like to name or mention the organizations you reached out to? What was their feedback like? And then what other challenges did you face in this? Aside from the physical strain, of course, of doing a 10-hour cleaning program, what other challenges did you face?
Hmm. Okay. Doesn't really matter. Okay. I met with so I went to local government around the area. I talked to them. I talked to some prominent people around my area, and I also went to places like Alausa and, well, let's just leave that. Let me not make mention, but I actually seek for support, but there was no turn up, and like I felt, even when I was planning for the program, submitting proposals, submitting letters, I did everything almost by myself. Even my team, everybody have wanted on the order they are doing on a daily basis. So I didn't blame them. So I did most of the things myself, submitting letters, going here and there. And as at that time, I was also writing my exam. So it was not easy for me. I was doing everything by myself. Maybe 4 days or 5 days to the program. That was when I started getting turn up from my team members. So it was challenging, seriously, sincerely speaking. I almost back out, but I felt like even the Loma, reaching out to Lomas,
Mhm.
those ones, okay, their own is, I just leave that aside. You reach out to
Right.
Loma, they didn't even turn up. They were even calling huge amount of money that we have to pay before they could, assist us
Wow.
in paying the debt. At
Wow.
the end of the day, we felt like there is this Loma truck around the cocoa. The Loma truck is always there for people to jump their way. So we felt, see, if we can't get this Loma to come around that day, let's just use their truck. We just don't to waste there. But that day it was not easy for us to now start taking the dirt to that place. So we have to leave the waste there. So someone helped me reach out to the SSA on environment and she helped me like get the Loma. So maybe 3 days or 4 days after the program, they came to pack it. Actually, that very day, the lama were going on that street, on that road, they were going and coming. We were even trying to like talk to them, please help us do this. They were like, this is much. Oh. They can maybe they will come back, they will go and come back. And we didn't even see them, they didn't come back. So it
Mm.
was not until when the SSC airports reached out to them. So that was when they showed up, maybe 4 days after the program to pack the
Wow.
things.
Wow. 4 days.
4 days
And
after the program.
we're claiming to take climate action serious in Lagos, and it's
Because
taking days.
as at 3 days after the program, I went to the location. The death was still there. So I
Wow.
have to reach out to the SSA bank that these people have not packed this day. What do you do? You said that I should not worry, I should leave it, they'll come for it. So maybe the
Mm.
fourth or the fifth day, we came to pack the list. So I have to
Interesting.
call someone around the area that did packed it and they said yes, that they've packed it.
Wow. Okay, so would you say that your environment has influenced or shaped the kind of person you are, especially as regards to the drive and the push you have to do something?
Of course, yes, because I actually started from my immediate environment. I started from in front of my house. Already, my house is my environment. I won't say my environment is so clean, but at least I can be proud of my immediate environment. So I started my cleanup from my area. Yes, I even have the picture on my account. I started from my area. Even the very first day that I started, people were like, Alima, what is this one they are doing? B, how is this gutter affecting your house? What is this one? We don't understand. At least you are parking our gutter. Like your gutter is not clean enough. You need to work hard on it. So I started from my area, and I believe I'll be able to impact change people's mindset because after I did the cleanup at my area, the at least 2 3 weeks after when I did they start packing their desks, and I believe I'll be able to impact them to like change the way they think that we need to keep doing this thing regularly and constantly.
Thank you so much for that answer. I personally believe that change must begin from our immediate environment. You can't say you want to see a cleaner environment or a cleaner Lagos or wherever you're at, and your immediate environment is not reflecting that mindset. What has influenced your choice of Okukumaiko for this cleanathon? Was it maybe you think is the environment is not as clean as the other environment, or is it an area you've grown up in? What has influenced your choice of Okukumaiko for this?
Looking at Okokomaiko is actually closer to my school, and I want something that I can get the youth involved, like and make them see like this thing is something we need to work harder on. So that was why I chose Okokomaiko. And looking at Okokomaiko area, Okokomaiko, Alabarago, Lasu gates, my school gates to be precise, and it is nothing to write home about. But that is not the issue is not from Lasu. No, Lasu don't have an issue with that. But people living around that area, most especially those malams, no, they are no, 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 no. So I decided to choose that area. Maybe at least I'll be able to like make an impact on them. And after I did the cleanup, I was in school, I think 3 days or 4 days back. They already filled because even within the 10 hours, I was unable to clear half of the dump site because it's a heavy dump site. So I just did my best just to make my own part. So getting there a day before yesterday, they already filled the rest part with sand. So I was so happy about that. I have to meet the traders and how come what is happening? They said yes, they filled it with sand. So I'm so happy about that. At least
You can see that your work is making progress. That's good
yes.
stuff. Awesome. So what's next for Lima Adejoke Foundation? I know that sometimes when you ask people these questions, they like to give you the big things. We're going to the United Nations, we're doing this, we're doing that. But impact in itself must even start small and grow. And we understand that is a growing foundation. But for you in the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, what is next for your foundation?
Um I'm looking at to I'm actually looking at a way like by which I can make this like a contest between institution in Lagos and like if I can actually make this become a Guinness World Record, I'll be having it like a contest within two institutions, like going for a contest, like doing a clean for it is not a must that we do it for 10 hours. You can actually do it for 2, 3, 4 hours just get the youth involved. Like I believe because I could remember when Idabasi had a cleaner hackathon, we had a lot of people going into culinary aspects, especially the youth. So I believe we can actually get more youth involved. And how can we get them more involved? We can actually do this like, okay, two institutions, like let's just get one, two individuals from that institution. Let's come up like with something like a contest between the students. I believe we'll be able to like at least get more people involved in this thing. So I'm looking out to, going for the Guinness World Record very soon.
Yeah, that's very, very doable. And we are rooting for you. And in these plans that you have, what kind of support do you need for this? Because no man is an island. You need people's help, you need people's support, you need collaborations, you need
Yes.
partnerships. So there are people that are going to be listening to this recording because it's going to be on YouTube and all the social media that will say, okay, I can't do this. I can't get on the street and do a clean-a-thon, but I know someone that is doing this. How can I support her? How can I help her?
So for now, I don't even have what it takes for now to do that, to go for the maybe the Guinness World Record. Or I'm hoping to get sponsors, support from different organizations to seek for partnership and the likes to go for it. But for now, that is actually not part of my plan for now. Maybe by next year or lately this year, my children start, thinking about that. But then we actually need to go for support and sponsorship to do that because it's not easy. Even this little one we did, it's not easy. Not to talk of going for the Guinness World Record. So by so doing that, I have to seek for sponsorship. So we don't mind if sponsorship can come from anywhere, any organizations, then we'll go ahead.
Good stuff. Well done, Lima. So on a final note, what kind of advice would you give to young people? There's something about waste that is not very attractive, or the environment, cleaning up the environment that is not attractive. But really, if we leave it to everyone else, who would do it? Right. So what kind of advice would you give to young activists, young people like yourself who are still in school, are still coming up, to get involved in the stewardship of the environment?
For me, I always advise you to like be a problem solver because the youth are we are the, like let me say we are the future of tomorrow. So let's just be a problem solver. Whatever we have a lot of NGOs, we have a lot of foundation whereby people can get involved. So just get yourself involved in an organization or a foundation, and in whatever you do, always try and make a difference. Because when you're making a difference, you're trying to make something more better than it is before. So just employ people out there to be a problem solver and always try to make a difference in whatever they are doing. Don't go ahead and okay, because this person is doing this, I also want to do this. No, do something that suits you very well and try to make a difference in that part.
Awesome, good stuff, Lima. Thank you so much for honoring this invitation, and for coming on Sustainability Matters today. Where can people find you on social media, or if someone wants to say, I want to meet up with Lima, how
Yes,
can
on
people
social
find you?
media, my Instagram handle, my Facebook, especially my Instagram. I'm always available on Instagram and Facebook, and you can also reach out to me on my WhatsApp. And for my Instagram, so for my
Awesome, good stuff.
Instagram, Alima Adejoke Foundation, and for my Facebook, Lima Adejoke.
Okay, awesome. I was going to tell you to spell it out, how they can find you, but Lima Adejoke is explanatory enough. So if you go on IG, you can find her there. On Twitter, what's your handle on Twitter? The same thing,
No, on Twitter, Lima
right?
Black on Twitter.
Okay, are you
Yes,
on
yes, yes,
LinkedIn?
as Alima Sodiq.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Lima, for honoring our invitation once again. We are hoping that in the next few months, in the next few years, we'll be able to hear bigger things about your foundation and how you're also encouraging and inspiring other youths like yourself to do good work in the environment. Thank you so much. Next week, we'll be seen again for another episode of Sustainability Matters. Enjoy your day and enjoy the rest of your weekend, Lima.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for having me. I'm grateful.
Thanks for tuning in to Sustainability Matters. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget, new videos premiere on our YouTube channel every Wednesday. Follow us across our social media pages to stay updated on the great content we have for you. Until next time, stay green and stay inspired.